action.
What's up, guys?
Hey, guys.
Episode 6.
Episode numero 6.
We're bilingual.
We are bilingual.
We are sponsored by Corona.
Corona. If I had a Corona, that'd be so
I don't
great.
know. I was trying to think of something clever.
We don't have a Corona, but we do have a wingnut. We have a wingnut, guys.
There's a story behind the wingnut.
There is a long story behind the wingnut.
And I will try to get to that story.
Oh, boy. You don't want to go to that story.
But today's episode, we're going to talk about the approaching holidays.
Holidays.
A lot of people chimed in. They want to know how to, if we have any tips, tricks.
Yeah.
I don't have any expert advice, but I have my own life advice.
I may not have the answers, but I got some tips. That's it, right?
Got some tips.
I got some tips for you.
Tips.
Oh, I got some tips.
So, but first, we got some questions that we got to answer.
Absolutely. All right, great. So let's get started on the questions. All right. So the first question is from Amy.44, and this was on Instagram. And she has a holiday question, actually. It's kind of great. It's a great little
It's
segment.
almost like we planned it.
It's something like, it's amazing. It's amazing. All right, so Amy says, with the holidays coming, how do you both plan to approach Thanksgiving specifically? I tell myself that one day doesn't matter, which it doesn't, but I then have so much trouble getting back on track. Is that the same for you guys, or can it be one day of indulging, then right back on plan the next day? For me, I'm just not sure it's worth taking the day completely off and eating whatever I want.
Yeah, that's some great points, and that is the most important thing, is the day after.
Yeah, it's the after effect. Yep.
I think it's almost like you have to plan for the day after,
Yep.
more than the actual event, because it's one day.
Right.
If you approach it like it's one day, come on. I mean, I'm not a turkey guy. I'm like a sides guy.
You're not a turkey guy?
No, I'm a sides. I like the sides.
Oh, I love me some turkey.
Dude, I am from an Italian family.
Oh,
it is
yeah,
like
it's true. It's all
turkey
about
with a side of, homemade ravioli, meatballs, brajol, all that stuff,
yeah.
and then the turkey's like secondary. Plus we got all the pilgrim stuff. Stuffing, corn,
Right.
all that cranberry sauce.
That's the side
I don't
stuff.
even care. It's like Sunday dinner for me. It's just that's all it is for me. But I'm sure there's a lot of people that can relate. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a big turkey guy.
No?
Not on Thanksgiving. There's so many other things that I kind of dive into. But it's one day.
Yeah, I feel the same exact way. So for me, for turkey on Thanksgiving is a big thing for me because I like the leg.
Because you're a pilgrim.
I like
You're a leg
Fred
guy.
Flintstone. I'm a
You're a
Fred
leg
Flintstone.
guy.
I'm a leg guy.
I didn't know you were a leg
Yeah,
guy.
man, I can cover that thing with some
Wow.
gravy. Good to go, man. So for me, like John said, I agree 1,000%. It's not about and the day and in the moment. I might be mindful of some of the stuff that I eat. Like I might not gouge a whole entire portion of the plate filled with everything.
Yeah.
But I still gotta have a little bit of stuff, man. It's Thanksgiving, it's family, we're all together.
Yeah.
I just do, right? And it's the after day for me.
Well, there are special items there that you don't typically have.
Right.
Aunt Sally brought her special.
Right. Dessert or whatever else.
It's like you're reading my mind. I was gonna say something. Dessert's good. Yeah. I don't even have an Aunt Sally. Do you?
I don't have it on Sally.
I don't even know a Sally.
You know no Sally.
I don't know a Sally.
But you just referenced it on Sally. That's great.
Came just like the things that come out of my mouth and into my head.
Exactly.
But you just you get some special items there, and you plan. I'm sorry, maybe Aunt Sally's stuffing is dry, and you know that.
Oh yeah, I don't like dry stuffing. Oof, that's bad.
You like Aunt Sally, though.
I like Aunt Sally. Aunt Sally's a good lady.
Her stuffing is not a dessert, but there's certain items that are special, and man, this is really good. You got enjoy yourself.
You gotta just enjoy yourself. I agree.
The important thing is the next day. So important, because that day it's leave it behind you. It's in the books, and we move forward and right back to business.
Yeah, and if you have the ability to be able to do that, it's hard for a lot of people. Because the holidays, what happens in the holidays is people will eat, they'll enjoy themselves, they'll stuff their face, they're good to go, they're all like, oh man, I feel great, everything's awesome. And they can't bounce back.
I feel like it depends where you are in your weight loss journey.
I agree. Yeah.
If you're a grizzly veteran like us,
yes. So
just
true.
move on.
Yeah, just turn.
I might just celebrate Thanksgiving in an hour when we shut this camera down.
Are we about to throw down some turkey and some stuff?
we might just toast to the pilgrims. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the important thing is, and it's a great tool to learn, is how to move on after, and it's something that comes with time, I think, and experience. And
I agree.
You get there eventually, but it's the most important thing is the day after. Just right back to business.
Right, exactly. If you could turn the page, that would be the best advice to give, because that's the only way it works for me, is if I'm right back at it.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, with leftovers and things like that, what we do, here's a secret that we have in our house, so when we have Thanksgiving at our house,
Yeah.
if I've got a bunch of food there and I got people over, I send everybody out with the food. We just do. Get it out of the house.
I was going to hold back on what I was going to say about that, because
I just do.
this is question 1.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
In this episode, we were going to deal with holidays, but
Yeah.
that's a great point.
Yep.
We do the holidays here at my house, so I don't cook. You know, I cook for the audience.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I might be watching it, but everybody else isn't.
Right.
And it's Thanksgiving. It's a special day, or it's Christmas, or it's whatever holiday it is that you are celebrating. You know, it's over. So, Shane, you hit it right on the head.
Yep.
Send everyone away with no leftovers.
No leftovers.
No leftovers. Everybody gets a doggy bag.
Right.
And see you later. And if there's
key.
anything left over, see ya.
Exactly. And if I'm on the recipient end, because I've been on the other end of that, where people are like, hey, take some home, I refuse the doggy bag. I have before. I've gone like this, hey, you know what? I really appreciate it. That's great. Awesome. I was a little concerned about how they can feel, right? Because they're like,
you keep that. That stuffing is dry as shit. I don't want that. In fact, I don't want to see it.
I had to cover
on
that
the
bad
menu
boy.
next year. I don't want to see it.
I had to cover with 3 cups of gravy. Seriously, that's how dry it was. So that's just another little plan, another little tip you can use whenever the holidays are coming and all that good stuff. So
Question 1. Wow.
that was good. That was a good
That's
first
the next
question.
one.
Thanks, Amy, for the question.
Thanks.
All right, next one's from Mike Bear. All right, Mike Bear 64 says, I love the two of you together. On Instagram, yep. I love the two of you together. I know working out is more for my head to get my mindset right, and I try to go every day. Mud, you're a natural at the gym. Shane, you do late night workouts, and I know that ain't easy. Please, both of you, I'd love to hear how you get and stay motivated to knock out a workout.
Late night workout.
That
could be a whole show.
Shane.
That could be like a whole nother YouTube channel. Late night workouts with Liquid Shano.
Oh man, you got some ideas, man. I like that.
I don't know. Is that even? It would be banned.
It would be. It'd be like they'd be like, you gotta kick this off the air right now. Right now.
That might be some other channel.
Yeah. So how do you stay motivated to get to the gym? Right.
Me?
Like you. Yep. She's asking that question. How do you keep going all the time to get back there?
My motivation is it's weird because it's my therapy. So
Yeah.
I guess no. There are you know what it is. I think it's seasonally. There's a point where I lose my motivation when it comes to the gym.
Okay.
So the way I deal with that is, honestly, you gotta just get there.
Right.
And once you get there and you get back into the swing of things, because it's natural to lose your motivation. It's natural and it's good to take some time off. But once you're there and you're doing it, even if it's a bad workout,
Right.
you feel so much better.
Yep. I completely agree.
And I can't stress enough, and I know we've said this before, find what it is that you enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, I hate the treadmill.
Right.
I'll do everything else. I'll find something else that I enjoy. Some people hate walking into a gym.
Right.
Go walk outside, take a hike. You know, whatever it is that you enjoy, that's what you got to do, and it'll help you to stay motivated.
I love it.
It's hard for me to get motivated to go on a treadmill for 30 minutes.
Yep.
I hate it.
I know.
I dread it.
Yeah, me too. What's interesting is, just to share a little story, the other night when I was going, actually it was last night, I actually messaged John as he was getting done with work, and I said, I'm just trying to find the motivation to go. I'm just trying to go. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't want to get off my couch and go. But once I did, and I got there, and I did some lifting, and I got on the treadmill, right? Not my favorite thing at all, whatsoever. But I know that it's important for me, because remember what we said a couple video casts ago was, I know what works for me, and the walking works for me, and I'm going to get back into that, right?
Yeah.
So I needed to do that. Once I got done with it, I literally sat in my car, and I went, oh, I just feel so much better.
So that's another, you bring up a great point with you contacted me. So it's good to have a partner. Even if it's not someone that you work out with,
Right.
which is also great.
Yep.
Because I'm a morning workout guy. You're
nighttime. Nighttime. Late night with Liquid Shane. Oh man. The 9 p.m. club. That's what we call it, man.
I'm a morning guy. So in the past, when I've had partners, if I didn't feel like getting up, I didn't feel like setting the alarm, I had to, because someone else is dependent on me to be there.
Right.
But if, like what you did, you could just call somebody or text somebody and be like, man, I need a little, push me, please.
Right. And you were doing something, so he actually couldn't take the time to respond at that time.
I was ignoring you.
Well, no, yeah, he's ignoring me. He's like, get this guy off me, right? But seriously, I think he was getting the barbershop done last night and getting a haircut. And so all I did was I sent the message, and I got no response, but I just needed to send the message. Yeah. It was just a way for me to go,
that's it.
Listen, I just need you to hear this. Yeah. And I went there, and it felt so good, and it was great.
Yeah, and not for nothing, I know I did in the past. I used to laugh at the gym selfies. You're in the gym right now. Why do you take a picture of yourself? And now I'm guilty of it. But you know what? It's an accountability thing.
It is.
It's almost like I have to take it. It holds me accountable.
Yep.
Even if I don't post it on social media, I get it in the phone.
Yep. I completely agree.
And not for nothing, it's nice to look back at your progress.
Yes.
Because that photo changes over time.
It does.
And I wish that I didn't hide from the camera so much in the past.
Oh yeah, that's true. Especially gym. So for me, what you just said a minute ago about going to the gym, I used to be petrified of going to the gym. Mm-hmm. I was a big lifter when I was in the Navy, but I did it, and we had a gym of like it was a small little box that we would go in. It was just me and one other guy, and we would just go over there, lift or whatever, and it was always done. Then I got opened up to like large gyms with all these people, all just like lifting weights.
It's intimidating.
I was like, oh, what am I doing? But now what I do is, and this is just my own journey of where I'm at with it, I usually put my headphones on, I get my music in, and I just go and I work out, I mind my business. I always try to take a selfie because it's accountability, because of that exact reason. Yeah. And I put it out there to say, listen, here's me, and
it's not a vanity thing.
No, I know. Sometimes it feels that way when I'm posting it though. I'm like, what are people thinking, right? They're going, what's this guy thinking over here?
I know in the past, I was like, buddy, put down the phone and pick up some dumbbells.
Pick up some weight.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I know, I agree.
But it helps. Whatever helps you to get through a workout, whatever helps you to just get through life. Yeah. Who cares what anyone thinks?
I agree, 100%, man. So go to the gym. Go do whatever you like to do. Like you said, if it's walking, go for the walk. If it's going for a swim, go for the swim. Yeah. Just go, put one foot in front of the other, and just go. It's going to make you feel 10 times better.
I just want to touch on that one subject, what you said about walking into the gym and how it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people, might have an issue with it. They're afraid. It's intimidating.
It is.
Honest to God, it doesn't matter who's in there. No one's in there judging you or thinking anything bad. If anything, it's encouraging. People want to cheer you on. Yep. It's weird in a gym. It's like, first of all, everyone's into their own workout. That no one's really paying attention to what you're doing. You're paying attention to what you're doing.
Yep.
And everyone's in there. They just want to get through their workout too. But I know for me, it's encouraging if I see somebody in there that's just getting started. I love it.
Yeah.
It brings me back because we all started somewhere.
Yes, I agree, 100%. Just the other night, there was a guy that had just walked in. You could see that he was just so nervous about anything. He didn't want to step, there was like two of us that were in front of the dumbbells going, and he just wanted to kind of peek in there to grab a couple. Yeah. And just by me going, hey man, come on, it's all you, man, come on, hop in there, you're good. And he's like, okay, and he put a big smile on his face. He's like, okay, and he walks over, and it just felt great because I know what he's going through. Mm-hmm. But I also know I'm not judging anybody. Listen, you're in here making a difference.
Honestly, I don't know many people who are. They're, I think everyone's just in there trying to get through it.
Right, exactly.
So, great question.
All right, great. So let's go to the next question here. Let's see. Oh, that's a bell goes off.
We got all kinds of special effects.
We got noises, bells. We got dogs whimpering.
Opie's here again. Hopefully he doesn't knock over anything.
All right, so next question is from Denise Harley Girl, right? And so she responded on Facebook, and it was great because my wife actually forwarded out on her Facebook page if you guys got questions or whatever. So Denise responded to my wife's forward, which was great.
Chris was like, I'm gonna give you guys some work.
She did. She said, listen, you guys want to, you guys gonna make these questions worth it. Yeah. So here we go. So Denise, very similar to what we were just talking about, which is great. It's a good segue into what we wanted to be able to have a conversation about, was here might be some topics, especially for people who haven't been through the holidays on their journey to a healthier lifestyle. How about tips handling Halloween with parties and having candy everywhere? That's the first part, and I'll read the second part in a second. So what about candy? Halloween candy. Listen, we're coming up on that. The bowls are filled, the kids are going to come by, and if you get the candy really early, you start to pick at the candies, you start to take the candies and everything. So let's talk about that for a second.
Last minute. Listen, you can get candy last minute.
Yeah.
You don't have to get candy.
You don't.
2 weeks before.
Nope. They sell it a month and a half before.
A month and a half. I walked into Home Depot to get lumber yesterday, and this Christmas, I was tripping over Christmas trees.
I saw Christmas trees.
So yeah, but that's the way it is. But you don't have to be like that.
Right.
You know what? Go out the day of.
Right.
On the way home from work.
I agree.
Stop at the gas station.
Yep.
Get the candy that you hate.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's a good idea.
Get the candy that, whatever it is that you're not a fan. Listen.
Yeah, but then the kids are going to come to your house and go, that guy gives out the weirdest
candy. No, I'm not saying give out, like, fruit roll-ups. I'm saying, like, if you love yourself a Snickers bar, don't get the Snickers bar.
Right, exactly. Get
the Three Musketeers that you can live without.
My son got a bag of almonds last year from this lady down the road, and he was like, are you kidding me?
Just shut your light off. Forget the almonds and the apples. Shut your light off. Go out. Go hide under your bed. But come on.
Exactly.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
Crying out loud.
So you make a great point. Last minute buying is always great for me. And here's the other thing. If you're coming down to the end of the night, right? It's like 9 o'clock or so or something like that, and you got a bowl that's halfway filled, you better make some kid's life at that moment in time.
That's what
Kid comes up, he puts the bag out, you go, ba-boom, it's all done, it's out of my house. Get rid of it.
It's about that time. You have my last one. Open up, baby. Open that pillowcase.
Dump it in there. 1, you'll be the kid's hero.
Yeah.
2, you got no more temptation sitting around the house and diving into it.
You don't need that in there.
Get lost to that stuff. Get rid of it. No temptation needed, and I'm usually in a good spot with that.
Yeah.
Now,
did we talk about parties? That was the other one?
The next piece is around suggestions for dealing with negativity and saying no politely to food pushers at parties and stuff like that. So whether it's Thanksgiving, whether it's Halloween or whatever, where people are pushing food to you, they're like, listen, you need to have this. And you're like, what do I do? Do I say no to this person? And will I devastate them? Or will they walk away crying?
There's 2 different types.
Yep.
There's the food pusher and the diet pusher.
Oh, truth. Yep.
Because the food pusher's like, oh, no, hey, you need to, please have some. And you're like, no, I'm okay. No, I'm okay. And then there's the diet pusher. Oh, you can't have that. You're on a diet. I want to slap both those people.
I agree.
I might actually do it.
Yeah, this year you might just happen.
I just might slap them both.
Just go.
But they both drive me nuts.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Oh no, you can't have that. Oh, they'll just judge you, like
Right.
The one that like they're looking at your plate. Like, I thought you were watching it.
Yeah, I've had that exact question. I thought you were.
What are you worried about me for?
Seriously? Like really? That's what you're doing right now?
Yeah. But food pushers. Some people, I mean, it depends. Every family's different. There's food pushers that really just, like, I know people in my family, they just love you with food.
Yeah.
They show their love through the food. It's like, have some, I love you, I want you to eat, I made this special for you, have some. Then there's people who just, like, are food pushers.
Right.
The jerks.
Yeah.
And they know that you're, like, maybe working real hard.
Yes.
And it's like, I don't want that. I'm gonna have this, but I don't want that. And they're like, oh, why'd you have some? They want to see you feel.
Okay, perfect example. Christmas 2 years ago.
Christmas, 1984.
Christmas back in 1946. See, that's what it was. So when I had a family member that came up with this dip, this cheesy, like crazy oily dip on the top of it, right?
Sounds great.
Right. So, but at the time, I was like, okay, you know what? I've already had enough of this and this and this. I'm pretty good. I'm good to go with everything. They were so offended by the fact that I didn't try it. Like they were like, you didn't have any of my dip, and I said, listen, I'm really full. I'm good to go. And they're like, oh, is it very dieting, right? Oh, is it because you're like Mr. I lose weight and stuff like that? And I went, wait a minute, are you shaming me because I'm trying to lose weight?
It's unbelievable.
It just blows me away.
Yeah.
And we got in this big fight. And I looked at him and I said, listen, the holidays are all about love and everything else. I'm still not going to have any of the dip, but I really appreciate the offer. Let's just go ahead and end the conversation right there. And I had to do that. My point is, it's okay to say no.
Yeah.
It's okay to say no.
Who cares?
Don't worry about feelings or anything like that. Listen, thank you so much. I really appreciate you offering that to me. I'm just not. I'm not going to partake in that right now. That's just it.
This is
Right.
so. Back in the day on Connect, there was a guy. I don't remember his name. This is going way back into the early days, and he did this whole thing about food pushes. All right, and he used to take a photo with the food pushes.
Yeah.
If these people would like the jerky food pushes, I'm not talking about your grandmother. That's like, oh, you know,
You need a little bit of meat on your balls.
yeah. I'm talking about the food pushes like this one over here that was like, hey,
Right. Exactly.
Now you threaten them. Pull up the phone, take a photo.
Listen to this now.
All right, you take a photo with the food pushes and you post that. Hashtag food pusher. Do it on NFLN and like, hey, you want to be a jerk and post? I'm sharing your photo.
And it's even better if they got a big smile on their face and they're handing it to you like this. So you're like,
Take that
oh.
photo, post it on social media. Hashtag food pushes. Do it on NFLN, wherever you want. I want to see it. Let's make this thing catch fire.
Hashtag
We're gonna push.
food pushers.
We're pushing back on the food pushes. we're shaming them. You know, like you ever see those videos with the poor dogs?
Which ones?
Where they put the sign up like I ate.
Yeah.
I ate the pillow.
I got into the trash. Yeah.
We're gonna do that with the food pushes.
Ooh, I like that. Listen, let's push back on the food pushers.
That's what I'm saying.
it.
Push
I
back
like
on the
it.
Food pushes.
Oh man.
You don't have to do it.
Yeah, you could though.
But how great would that be? Just
really quick, click, and then post.
Like, what are you doing?
Oh, listen, I'm good. I'm all set.
We talk about people like you. You're going viral.
Oh my god. All right, so good. I hope that helped a little bit, Denise. I know you talked a little bit about how do you come across politely. She was basically saying, how do I politely say no?
You know what? If someone's being impolite to you,
right? It's time.
There's a point where it's like, listen, I don't want.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. So the third question that she had was, why is it important to weigh, measure, and track what you're eating, even if you don't, your body does? So why is it important to weigh, measure, and track what you're eating? That's another totally different question, but there's something very, there's something to that she's asking.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends what you're doing.
Right.
You know, you don't have to weigh, measure, and track stuff.
Right. But
you don't have to weigh, measure, and track stuff.
No, you don't.
There's over 200 foods that you don't have to weigh.
Oh, you see. No. So here's the thing. So no matter what you're doing.
Oh my God, we can't get through one episode.
I know. No matter what you're doing, and where you're at with everything, this is a great point though, because whatever it is that you're doing, your actions matter, right? So whatever actions that you're putting into place, there's an accountability level to that. If you need to do whatever you need to do, if you're counting calories, then count the calories, right? If that's what you're on and what you're doing, then do that.
It's like the old saying: you're only cheating yourself.
That's right.
So if it helps you stay accountable, that's the whole reason for it.
Right.
If you don't want to do it and you find another way to stay accountable, go for it.
Right. Exactly.
But I know for me, that helps me stay accountable.
You know, it's funny you say that, because my wife is integral in my whole entire journey, because when I'm not accountable, she's very much like, okay, so she's not like a diet pusher, right? She's not like, oh, you can't have that because you're on a diet. Crystal Cupcakes comes over to me and she says, hey, listen, let's cook something healthy tonight. I'm like, okay, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. And it's a subtle way of being able to do it, but it helps me.
She does it politely,
right? And
she knows. She knows what you're doing.
Exactly.
They're watching.
Yes, they know.
My wife chimes in. She's like,
Right. That's the only word she's got.
And I'll be like, what? As I have my hand in a box of cereal with marshmallows, she's like, that's all it takes. She doesn't have to do anything else.
Oh, it's so true. It's so true.
I'm like, yep, you're right.
Do you know when my wife knows it the most, though? Just being open and honest, is my wife knows it because my mood changes. So if I'm not feeling that great about things, or if I'm like, I know I'm eating poorly, she literally will look at me and say, okay, Okay, even if she's not watching what I'm eating, she knows I'm down that trail. I'm down that rabbit trail of I'm failing, or I'm not tracking, or I'm not counting, I'm not doing whatever, or I'm just not eating right. I'm just like eating, whoopie pies and whatever else, the not non-mud hustler kind, the other kinds, right?
Good job.
And
nice plug.
Yeah, nice that, like that, right?
So check me out, themudhustler.com. I have a whole whoopie pie section. Go ahead,
pretty good stuff. So whenever I do those kind of things, she knows, because then I'm like, I get quiet or I'm kind of grumpy. Yeah. And she's like, okay, all right, listen, let's get back on track. Let's do it together. Let's do whatever. So I got to have that support. I need it.
Is that after she calls you a dick?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, because then she's like, what's wrong with you?
You're a dick.
What are you, an idiot?
Get your shit together. Let's get back on track.
Yes, exactly. Or she'll slide a cup of coffee to me. That's pretty much what it is, because I'm just an absolute grump in the morning.
She doesn't call you a dick. She's Canadian.
That's true. She says it nicely.
She apologizes.
Yes, she goes,
she's like,
what are you being a dick?
You are being a dick, but she's like, I'm so sorry.
So sorry, eh?
I'm so sorry. But you really should start taking a bit of care of yourself. Am I right?
Oh, you're so right. You're so right. Because they're so nice. Canadians are so nice. They just are. They just are. And I'm allowed to say that because my wife's a Canadian, man.
We're going down a rabbit hole.
I know. Let's move on. All right. So last thing is Denise asked one more question.
Wow,
right?
Denise,
thank you so much. Thanks for the questions. There's Denise, a lot of them.
You made the show.
You did. You helped us. You helped us out.
It's like you're here with us.
Right. I feel like you're right there. You're right there. So why is it important to have a why in your journey? A why.
You didn't.
A why.
How come I didn't know about any of these questions? I knew about 30%.
I read the first two to you, and they're like, okay, we're good. Let's go. That's what you said. Let's go. Let's go do some recording.
Okay. Why is it important to have a why?
Why is it important to have a why?
Well, you want to touch?
Yeah, sure. So for me, it's ground zero for me. The why is always the ground zero. I know we talked about it a couple of video casts ago around your why's change, right? Yeah. It changes often. So what's the most important thing to you at that moment in time? Why you're doing things? It changes, and it's okay to change it. A lot of people, I've had conversations before when we're having just in-depth conversation about dieting and stuff like that or whatever. If you're like, okay, I got my whys, I'm right there. I'm like, well, don't just be steadfast on that's your why and that's what it's going to be for the rest of your life, because it does change and you can layer things in. And
I feel like there's like deep wise and there's surface wise.
Right.
And I feel like it affects what you do and the choices you make and how sustainable they are. So, and I'm not shitting on anyone's whys. But it's true. I've been there. I've had surface wise and I've had the deep wise.
Me too.
My surface wise might be, man, I really want to look good at the wedding, next month. I want to fit into that suit, or I want to fit into the suit that I can't fit into, that's hanging in the closet.
Right.
That's a why.
Yep.
But then there's also the why that I want to, live happily ever after with my wife and watch my kids grow.
Right.
And grow old with my wife and stuff like that. Or the medical reasons, or whatever it is. So I feel like the whys do change, and there are different kinds of whys, and it definitely affects how you approach your journey, how you continue your journey. You have to have a why.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has a why. Everyone has a reason why. Whether it's like maybe you were in a breakup and you want to make your boyfriend feel like jealous, like, hey, look at me now.
Look what you're missing.
Oh wow. Or your girlfriend, like, hey, look at me now.
Right.
Woo. Either or, but you need to have a why. Everyone has one.
I agree.
I think everyone has one. Even if they don't specifically, you don't set up a why. It just happens.
So that's what I was going to say. What I was going to say is everybody has a why, but when you quantify your why, right, that's a little different, right? So I'm getting a little deep right now. A little deep.
Not only are you deep, you are like Dr. Seuss in it.
So
when you quantify your why. So go on.
Here's what it is.
Go on.
Here's what I'm thinking. So, like John said, some people, I've had conversations with people that say, well, I just want to lose weight, right? And that's a why. At the end of the day, if that's what you're trying to do if you want to be at a certain number, that's okay. Sure. That's a why, right? But here's the thing. What I try to do, and this is only in my journey, that's really helped me a lot is that, and John's helped me a lot with this too, because I always was that steadfast person. I was always the why is my family, my son, my wife. I just want to live a long time for them, and that's where I'm at with everything, right? But as time has gone on, the situations have changed, but I quantify it by saying, what is my why, and I write those down. That's what I meant, right? If you don't know what it is, think about why you're doing this, right? And put it on paper. Right?
Excellent.
And here's the reason why. Because if it's on paper, then it's on purpose. And if it's on purpose, you're going to know what that is. It quantifies it. It does. It does.
You are spitting some knowledge. This is like... I think I should just leave the room.
I'm
gonna watch. Should I get behind the camera? This is insane. Quantify your why.
Quantify your why. Write it down on a piece of paper, poster board, whatever it is.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna trademark the quantify your why. I'm gonna put that on a bumper sticker.
Your why.
That is great.
I love it.
That might be the name of our first album.
Everything. Quantify your why.
I love it.
That's great. Now listen.
You're holding back.
I was, man. I just let it out there. I just let it out there. I just said it like I needed to say it. So Denise, thank you for inspiring me to get deep right now, man. We did say it was going to be late night with Liquid Chicken.
I'm just here, man. I am here. Quantify your why, man.
All right. So after all the questions that were there, they were great questions. Thank you so much for sending them in. Keep them coming. If you guys are on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of them, keep sending questions in. It's really great because it gives us great topics to talk about. What's up?
Food pushers.
Yes.
Let's push back on those food pushers.
Yes.
Food pushers. Show us your pumpkins.
Show us your pumpkins. Hashtag show us your pumpkins. We talked about it in the last video cast. We got some good feedback so far. We'll put out another post on No Finish Line Nation, some other places.
Yeah, we're not really doing that contest anywhere else on social media. It's really a No Finish Line Nation thing, but
right.
Go ahead and put it out anyway. I don't know. I'll start searching the hashtag. Maybe
listen,
people are doing.
If you're on Instagram and you're not on No Finish Line Nation, which you should be, but if you're not on No Finish Line Nation on Instagram, just hashtag it. Show us your pumpkins.
Yeah.
It could be photos of kids. It could be photos of your house. It could be photos of costumes. It could be photos of... Oh, see, I just flipped the ooms on the wrong...
Costumes?
It should be on costumes.
What is going on? Dude, what is going on?
I think it's the wingnut. I think it's the wingnut, man. It's the wingnut.
Oh my god, we can't end the episode without the wingnut.
Right. Okay, all right, guys. So, show us your pumpkins is something important to be able to do. Now, we're going to tell you the story behind the wingnut as we close this out. You want to tell the story?
Yeah, Shane screwed up again.
What?
So last episode, we were in Maine at Shane's house, and we recorded the episode.
Yeah.
So the whole setup was there, and Mr. Slick over here is like, keep it here. Keep the setup here. And I'm like, this guy, I know what he's up to. He wants me to come up there again. All right. So this afternoon, he's like, hey, so we're recording? I'm like, well, let me know. Am I coming up there? Or are you coming down here? I'll bring the set down.
I did.
He brought almost everything.
Almost everything.
Except 4 wingnuts.
4 little, very important wingnuts.
And surprisingly, the backdrop has not fallen on our heads.
We're waiting for it to topple over because we have these little itty bitty screws that are we found at the hardware store at the last minute just to be able to put on the top of it.
Yeah.
So this was dedicated to the missing wingnuts.
Mine's gone.
Cheers.
I enjoyed mine.
Wingnuts.
But.
Oh, yeah, but do you want to tell them what's in the wingnut?
No.
No, you want to tell them what's in the wingnut?
No, that's secret.
All right, so hey, listen, thanks for joining us again. Do us a favor, subscribe,
please,
like,
if you're watching
share.
this video, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
It helps us.
Here's the other important piece. Next to that little subscribe button that's up on the top, there's a little bell that's right next to it. Click that bell, because what happens is when we post a new video or any kind of content that we might put out, you'll be alerted and be able to be told, hey, listen, there's a new thing out there, and you guys can just go. It's easy for you guys and for us and everybody. It's just really, really good thing to be able to do. So
we appreciate it, and please leave us feedback. Once again, we enjoy it. We love the questions.
We do.
We love it all. So thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Episode 6, baby.